Hello everyone, how are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Oh my god.
It's a cat. No, it's the sixth. No, it's the 5.5 installment of the Butt Take podcast because we're not going to film a whole episode today. It's gonna be a short one, but it's gonna be a quality one. Quality over quantity every day of the week.
Hell yeah, brother. It's the Butt Take half episode recap special.
Actually, to be honest, it's about time to do the recap special episode. No, it's not gonna be a recap special. It's gonna be more like a viewer one, you know.
Yeah.
Because like we were talking about, like, should like viewers be a separate episodes, or like should they be like a should they be like a, you know, number of the episode point, etc. Some type of that.
Or I think that they... Let's start with a show that's known to be all viewer.
Okay.
Naruto.
Like,
of course.
Like 46% viewer, I think. Yeah.
Something like that.
Like Shippuden had the 46% viewer, and Bleach had like 25 to 32%, and One Piece had like 9% viewer. But like compared to the like amount and quality and the quantity of episodes, like nothing. Maybe like 15-17 episodes, something like that, maybe.
No. One Piece, if you count it by percent, right now it has about 1,100 episodes. So
1,092 episodes, to be exact.
No, that's the chapters. It has...
No. I saw the episodes number. It's like...
Maybe if I see the episodes when they don't include the viewer. Because right. I know One Piece does like viewer arcs or just recaps separate from the show, show number.
Yeah, okay. And like that's the good idea, because I don't think like to do a separate arc is cool, but like to do, you know, and to not include the viewers is alright, but to include them, you know, in the shows, like how is Naruto doing, you know, doing some, you know, canon episodes and then jumping straight into the filler and then going back to, you know, into a canon episode. It's kind of a messed up thing to do.
Yeah, it kills the tension which it's trying to set up.
And today, actually, kind of a deja vu for me. I watched the Gintama explanation of how viewers actually, you know, work, and they explained it very well, like with two parallel pointers going, you know, one in the straightforward direction, and that's the manga one, and the other is like going in a spiral in one way because that's the anime, and the anime should do some fillers, and then it starts to catch up with the manga. It does it really well, to be honest, and like we should probably continue watching Gintama soon, because I've seen some of the anime references that are given in Gintama, and the Evangelion one caught me off guard.
I have seen many different Gintama clips. All of them are peak comedy. Peak.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. My favorite one is the one where the samurai dude drinks water from the river. Alright. And then a few shots later, you see Gintoki, the main character, pissing in the river.
Damn. What? Wow.
That's the funniest, most unexpected thing you could expect, but it's like it just hits.
It just all of a sudden, you know, everything turns sideways.
Yeah, the setup is there, the landing is perfect. Yeah, it's just the 101 of comedy anime.
In my opinion, my favorite Gintama moment was when a sniper was trying to kill the main character, but the main character was sitting on a bench, and in some type of way he looked straight into the sniper in the next building. Yeah. And the sniper was like, "What the f is going on?" But he was not looking at the sniper. He was looking at the naked lady. On the floor down the sniper. It was like the punchline was there. It was great.
That's perfect. Gintama. I know Gintama is the I think, highest rated comedy show that's been ever made.
It's like peak of the peak comedy.
Yeah.
Like, how should we define peak?
That's an interesting question. I think peak should be defined by, can anybody go over it? If yes, then I think that it's the current peak.
Alright.
Because every peak has to be conquered.
True.
And that just means that if it's the peak right now, then the next show that overcomes it is gonna be even better.
True.
And so you're fighting over the top spot of the anime world.
But talking about peak in one anime, like which, in your opinion, is the defining moment in one anime that it serves the peak, is the peak moment?
So basically, what makes it peak fiction?
Yeah, what makes it peak fiction?
I think the thing that makes an anime peak fiction, if it's setting up a thing and it happens, and it's supposed to happen right now, and all of the setup just pays out perfectly.
Yeah.
So like something has been set up from the beginning of the story.
True.
And you don't know. It's just foreshadowing. Like maybe a character says something offhand, and then later down the road, it plays an important part in how the story is developed.
Yeah.
And all these little setups lead to something that moves the story in an entirely different direction. And I think that combination of things makes the peak fiction.
So for you, like, peak is when it's like perfect moment at the perfect timing, something like that.
Not even the perfect moment, it's been set up. It has the
but like,
it has the foundation.
But the whole setup was like the perfect moment and the perfect timing.
Yeah, it hits
to connect. Yeah. In all different spaces, and maybe the whole animation is the best animation that the show has ever given, probably, etc. Like with One Piece that we've seen this somewhere. It's like, is this like the very peak of One Piece in your opinion?
No, I think Gear 5 is the best transformation out of any main character, because it changes the whole way the power is used. It changes the whole power, but it doesn't at the same time. And I don't think it's the most peak moment. I think the most peak moment in One Piece is going to come in the future.
How can you like describe what are you imagining to be the peakest moment of One Piece?
The final battle. I think the final battle is going to be the most peak point in the whole show.
Yeah, the final battles are a safe choice to say that's gonna be the peakest moment of the character and the show, probably.
Yeah, and you know that the main characters are, of course, going to win their battles. Like,
who knows? Like,
imagine
one day the villain stops the anime character, the anime character dies, and you're like, okay, when is he going to reincarnate, and the whole show ends there. How are you going to feel?
I think that's going to be an amazing ending for a show. Like, it subverts the expectations.
That's going to be like a big ass troll for me.
Like, yeah, definitely a troll.
Like, I've said to you one too many times how One Piece is going to end. They're going to go to the treasure, to the chest, and they are about to open it, and everything is going to go white on screen with a big thank you for the support, black screen, goodbye. That's going to be the ending of One Piece.
I mean, if that's the ending, I at least want to see what the One Piece is.
Yeah, but the One Piece is not going to be shown. It's going to be the white screening all the way through to the very ending moments of the show.
Look, I believe in Oda. I know he can do it. I believe that he's going to make it worthwhile all these years building up the story around this.
Yeah, like why should not the One Piece not be the power of friendship?
Because it's just very overused in other shows.
What is better than the power of friendship?
The treasure, man.
The power of money.
Gold.
The Batman power.
They're pirates. They don't need friendship. They need the money.
But what are they in the end of the day?
They're good pirates, but in the end of the day, they're still pirates.
What is a good pirate?
Just watch One Piece.
Like,
and you're gonna find out.
Like, Wolf is a pirate, right?
Yeah.
But like, does he like have good hygiene?
Yeah.
Probably not. No, he's a pirate. You cannot be a pirate with a good hygiene.
Bro, they live better than like 70% of the earth.
Alright, but like, does he have like crooked teeth?
No, he just grows them back. Literally. And that, like, as I was saying, the build up to the Gear 5, in the previous arc, he got a few teeth broken, and like he had time to rest, and they just grew back.
Yeah.
And another character explained that your teeth aren't supposed to do that, and he says they just do. So that was a foreshadowing to him having the power to imagine just his teeth growing back. The power of imagination.
Wolf's dentist is like broke as fuck.
Yeah, I don't think he even had a dentist to begin with.
Yeah, like, damn.
Imagine if he still has baby teeth because he just can't imagine them falling.
Like, I don't know, like, the power of imagination was used these past weeks with Wolfie and Grammy. But like, with Wolfie, you're seeing how the whole, the privileges to have this kind of power.
Yeah, the freedom
of it. But with Grammy, it's like how the whole power can be turned upon you and how you can lose from this kind of power. Because like, I liked how Kubo flipped the card in the end of the day and made like Kenpachi, beat the dude without really even beating him. Like like Grammy beated himself up in the end of the day because he couldn't imagine beating Kenpachi, and that's how he lost the day.
Yeah, I think like Grammy and Luffy's powers are the two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's the same shit, but like you're looking at it in the pros concept and in the cons aspect of the power.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like it's such a great power with great responsibility.
I don't think they take any responsibility for what they do with their powers.
Yeah, like Uncle Ben was like, "Fuck you, Uncle Ben. Like this ain't the Marvel universe." Like, do you think which Marvel character can like survive or like be dominant in the anime universes?
Which character in all anime universes or in a specific one?
Okay, I don't know, like in all anime universes, like which Marvel character should we pick?
I'm not like that in touch with Marvel. I don't know.
Like going based of the MCU, not the comics.
The MCU.
Just out of the MCU.
Out of the MCU, I'd say Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's like the safest pick right now.
Yeah, he's a magician.
Like in general, he's the safest pick.
Yeah, I don't think that he would have too much trouble with most.
Like to be honest, he can be like pretty dominant. To be honest.
Yeah.
If he's like in the Doctor Strange movie back in 2016 one, like not the nerfed one, Doctor Strange, the good one, the strong one, he can be like pretty dominant in some universes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like Tokyo Revengers.
I don't think like. Tell me the worst hero you can think of. I don't think they're gonna have any trouble in that series.
The worst? What?
Like, name any hero that's like you think is the worst. They won't have any trouble in the Tokyo Revengers world.
Wow, like Bucky from One Piece.
he won't have trouble, man.
For sure?
Yeah.
Like, no trouble.
I mean, he's a clown, and...
Damn, you're right. Damn, I don't know, like...
he became an emperor of the sea, like the highest position for a pirate.
Wow, what the... I didn't
Yeah.
think about it. Okay, maybe like, worst character? Kid Konohamaru.
Bro, he bodies them.
Nah, I'm talking like the second episode of the original Naruto, Kid Konohamaru.
I know, he still bodies them.
No.
Believe in the Konohamaru.
That's cap. That's fake cap. I don't like believe it or not believe it, man. That's like he's Kid in the end of the day. Like he's getting mold.
But he's a ninja.
Like
future ninja.
Like are like Naruto ninjas even ninjas, man.
I think they're the farthest thing from real ninjas.
Yeah, they're like the like a ninja should be like a stealth warrior, like fading in the shadows and of the night and stuff like that. Like they're fighting in broad daylight.
Fighting in broad daylight using the flashy moves.
The flashy move and shit like that. Like Bleach characters are like more ninja than that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Samurai Jack is more ninja than Naruto ninjas, man. Like can Samurai Jack like survive in some anime universes?
I think in the more realistic. Actually, I don't think he's gonna have much trouble in non-realistic.
Like, can Samurai Jack survive in the AOT universe?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, he bodies a lot of people there.
Like, can he like survive the rumbling?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, damn. Like, the rumbling is like when Eren spawns all the titans. Like, does the rumbling or like,
yeah?
I'm kind of
like he just summons all the titans from the walls.
Yeah.
That are inside the walls to just walk around the world and flatten everything.
That's like so fucking dumb. Like, I'm not going to watch Attack on Titan anytime soon. Like, when few months back you spoiled me the whole ending because you didn't really spoiled it for me because I wanted to know the ending in the end of the day. Like, the ending is so unsatisfying and it's like, okay, it ends and like that's it.
I think you should watch it up to the end of season 3. I think that's the best part of the whole show.
Alright. Like, does the Attack on Titan show is getting a lot of hype, but is it well deserved in the end of the day?
I think yeah. It has. I mean, it's going to end soon. They announced that on November 4th. The final episode.
The final chapter, the final part, the final minutes, seconds, days, years and nights and centuries and maybe like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to end.
I don't think so. Like they can stretch that to like 2025 type of shit. Man.
No, like they have announced it, they have a trailer, everything's come out. And it's finally ending on November 4th. It's been 10 years since it came out.
We've been misled so many times to think that's gonna be the ending. It's not like if they're saying that's gonna be the ending, it's like 80% like it's gonna be the ending and not like the ending. You know what I mean?
No, I think it doesn't have any more material to adapt after that.
I'm saying to you, man, they can stretch that to like wide open still. They can milk the cow even more. Like, the cow is not dry. People are like wide open mouth, Ahigao face type shit open for Attack on Titan than, you know, content, because like there are a lot of people that want to watch even more Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
The fan base is like pretty strong.
Yeah, definitely. But I think every good show has to end before it turns into the utter garbage that it will become.
But like, is it not garbage like right now?
No, I think that it's just from the end of season 3, like season 4 onward.
Alright.
It's just tying up the story. It's the final arc of the story.
Alright.
And I think maybe it could have been written better. But overall, I'd say the last part of the story is a solid like 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right. But overall, the whole show, what's the score that you'd like to give?
Okay, like season 1 for me is an 8 out of 10.
Alright.
Season 2 is a 7 out of 10 because it's more political, not that much action. Season 3 is a 10 out of 10. And season 4 is a 7 out of 10. Like the whole and the specials and everything.
Like out of the bloom, not even watching the show, the way I'm looking at it, for me, like the show is probably like a 7.5 to an 8 type of range.
Sure. Yeah. I'd say an 8 like, is the most fair score you can give it.
It's a century-defining show for some people. It's like really important. Like it looks like that. I don't think it's like the 10 out of 10 show that the people are like looking for. It's a pretty solid show.
I think,
but not the perfect one.
I think you don't understand just how popular it is because it's a show that introduced anime to a lot of the fan base.
No, that's why I said it's a century-defining show for some people.
And not even for some. I think like for most new fans.
Not for me. No.
Yeah, because you're not a new fan.
Like how new are we talking about? Like 2020 show, 2020 like anime fans.
Like you've dabbled in anime before.
Yeah.
Before like fully committing to watching something.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the normies. Like
the normies.
Yeah, the normies. They hadn't seen anything before that. They don't. If they heard anime,
so it's like
they wouldn't. They know they wouldn't like. They thought they wouldn't like it.
So there's like that's their first show.
Yeah, their first show, and maybe their only show, but
probably.
But if it introduced them to the whole concept of anime, some of them maybe liked it a lot and just continued researching other shows that they might like in the medium.
If you like can recommend one show to a person that haven't never watched animes, besides like interest genres, niches and stuff like that, which show would you recommend?
Definitely Attack on Titan. I think
the perfect show for for beginners.
Yes, I think it's the perfect show for anybody that likes action, that likes more political stuff, and just the whole combination of that stuff.
Right.
Like if you think, many people like Game of Thrones.
When you're thinking of anime, they're thinking of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, many people, like you tell them Game of Thrones, they know Game of Thrones, what it's about. No, yes.
No,
they do.
I don't know.
It's about fighting battles, political stuff, like political drama.
I don't know shit about the show, man.
But you have heard of it, yes?
Probably. I can't recall.
There's no way you haven't heard anything about Game of Thrones. You don't know absolutely anything.
I know like there are snakes in the show.
I think that's a bro moment right there.
Like
certified bro moment.
I can't really recall. It's like some Harry Potter type.
It's more of a Lord of the Rings world, but without that much magic.
Who? Like Lord of the who?
This man hasn't.
Like Hobbit type shit.
Yeah, the Hobbit world.
The Hobbit world with the little people.
It's not just the little people, but yeah.
Like with Merlin. The wizard one.
Yeah.
Him one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely not Gandalf.
So like, let's get it straight. So like, Attack on Titan is the best show for normies because it's like Star Wars, because it has big snakes with magic powers that can like shoot lasers from their eyeballs.
Yeah.
Damn, that's like crazy.
Exactly.
Damn, that's pretty crazy to me. Like,
and if you're somebody that
I'm kind of like getting into the show right now.
Yeah, I think Attack on Titan is the show that's most familiar to people.
Like how familiar can you like get with Attack on Titan?
No, it just you've seen many live action movies and stuff.
Okay.
And you know what to expect from them.
So it's like a big Italian family. It's like the far cousin from the family. Like familiarity.
Kind of.
Like familiarity, you know? Pizza. Type shit.
Bro, what are you going on about?
I don't know, like you say familiarity, like familia. No, Italian stuff. Like Italian people have big families, and like you're talking about if you've seen one, you've seen all of them, and like Attack on Titan is like the far away cousin from the whole Italian family.
If that helps you understand it, okay.
Am I like making my point clear?
No. Yeah, but if that helps you understand,
like I can explain my Uno rules again if you want.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So like Attack on Titan is the best show for beginners.
Yeah. Basically.
Do you know what I hate about when somebody's recommending a show for a beginner?
What?
When they recommend Death Note. Like that's for me the worst show you can recommend for someone as a beginner anime watcher to recommend. Like it's not that, you know, underground and niche of a show because it's very popular. Your first anime is gonna be Death Note. I don't think that's a good choice to be true. To be made. Like first show you're going to watch is gonna be Death Note.
I don't have an opinion here. I haven't seen Death Note.
Like Death Note as your first show, it's kind of complicated because Death Note, great show overall. Like I don't think, for me it's a little bit overhyped, not overrated. It's overhyped because of the media and the community. And like for me, Monster is a very much better anime than Death Note. But
I'd say that it's a lot harder to get into Monster. Maybe
it's harder. The whole plot is like catchy, and the acting and the type of directing, it's cool. But like as the first show, as a person that haven't ever, you know, watched anything as a first show, it's really complicated like to get into for me as a first show. Maybe a first show is like the way you said it, like Attack on Titan, maybe some type of shonen anime, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe
something easy to like get you
into the groove of
it.
Yeah, like maybe some slice of life anime. Like
I think slice of life is more for later down the road because you start to get into more Japanese culture.
You want to chill with the main character.
Basically, you get more into the Japanese culture and you see it portrayed in a way that's just in anime form.
Like, damn, I have never like thought about real slice of life anime like that. Like chilling with the main character. That's some weep shit I'm getting into. Like, can you imagine people watching like slice of life anime just to chill with the anime dudes on the other side of the screen?
I mean, if it helps you, I don't know, go through your day, I think that's a good thing.
Like,
yeah. If it helps you chill out, like it's helping you chill out, like, whatever it is.
I'm not talking about chilling out. I'm talking like trying to socialize through the anime, with the anime, not with like real people.
That's a different thing.
I got you cornered.
No, I think that's something entirely different from what I was saying. Like, I think
no, like you're trying to say like it's like the real life, like the slice of life shows are like the friends of the anime culture. Like you sit down, chill with it, maybe catch a laugh or two, relax in the end of the day, like that type of shit.
Yeah, but as you said, you can't establish a relationship with an anime character. I think that's...
Is it healthy like to establish a relationship with anime character.
No, it's definitely not. Like, go out.
Like, probably go out.
Touch some grass.
Like, to like an anime character is becoming illness for me when you're like trying to be him. Like when you're, saying I'm him type of moment.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had that moment?
No.
Like hopefully we will never catch up to this kind of height or like lowness.
Yeah.
Like, are you him?
No, man. I'm me.
You're you.
Yeah.
What are you?
I am me.
Alright, so like, let's continue the talk.
Just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else.
Who are you yourself? Who are you?
Go and find out. Just don't try to be somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, chill out. Yeah. So like, chill out in the other day.
Yeah, basically be chill.
Like chill the out. Like, my most honest advice for people is to never listen to their thoughts after 9 p.m.
Okay, because
like when you start thinking in your head after 9 p.m. in your bed, nothing good is like coming out from your head from 9 p.m. to like 3 to 4 a.m.
Because you're getting kind of sleepy, like not thinking straight.
Like not thinking, and not that I've like, you can overthink. Like I have overthinked back in the past, but for several years now I haven't really overthink, to be honest. Like I'm going with the motions and trying to do the most of my day, but like when you're overthinking, you're over yourself. Like straight up in the booty hole type of shit. Because like when you start overthinking and like to put some crazy scenarios in your head, you're always picking the worst ones, and like you're saying, like you're like predicting for yourself nothing good is like going to come out of the whole situation. I'm probably like going to fail, and like you're probably going into some type of a depression spiral, but like not really, because to be clinically depressed you have to be like in a state of not well-being in a mental way for like 2 to 3 weeks to be diagnosed as clinically depressed. I haven't been, but like I've studied about it, like arch about it, because I had an exam. But like if you are at that type of age where you're like overthinking, you should probably go and get something that is going to take your mind away from it, because the mind as a whole is not that well researched, and we are not really know how it's working, and it's kind of fun because you don't have that all control over it, so it's weird. And the best way to like not get over by yourself is to like block this kind of thoughts by doing something else, something productive, to be honest.
Okay, like I think I've heard somewhere that thinking the worst possible outcome is an evolutionary thing, because when we were like Neanderthals, like we were just evolving, we were in the worst possible situations, like, and like thinking the worst possible thing, you're trying to find a way to overcome that.
Yeah.
And by trying to find that way, you are always ready for the worst possible thing. But when you think about it all the time, you just can't focus on the good things.
Yeah, like,
and you're always swamped with these negative emotions, and then you become like depressed.
Yeah, like,
I think that's a reason about
like,
leading to
that's
it.
That's actually probably like 80 to 90% that's the reason behind it, because a lot of our body responses are like connected to our evolutionary standards. Because like when you're like scared from something, your pulse goes up, your BPM goes up, your heart is like beating faster. That's like
you're trying to get away from it.
That's an evolutionary preset to all of it, because we've been hunted by a lot of predators and stuff like that, and these whole presets are like with us even today. But in today's world, there are no predators that are like trying to eat us. But these presets are still here with us, and it's kind of a dodgy situation to be in, because you know when you get scared in some way, you're trying to escape from something, but you can't really escape because it's not in a physical, it's like a mental way.
Yeah, the fight or flight triggers.
Yeah, like it's kind of a stingy situation.
But I don't think that like we should get rid of that instinct, because imagine like you're somewhere in a forest.
Yeah.
Like you get lost, and then you see a bear. Your first instinct is like, get the fuck away from that. Like, don't be anywhere near it.
Yeah, true.
Or you're just like, maybe somebody's trying to mug you. Like,
alright.
Your first instinct is like, this guy's dangerous. I want to get away from here.
Or fight him. Depends of what preset you have.
Yeah, but most of the time it's just like, I don't want to be here. I'm scared. Get me away.
Yeah.
And I think like that's a very valuable thing that we have retained.
Yeah, from evolutionary perspective, that's one of the best things we have, to be honest with you. Like these presets are like made for us, and like you can like build on reflex out of that, because you have two types of reflex: the ones that are like you're born with, and that's like these are like the more simpler ones, and you can have an additional reflex that you can build up upon a time. And it's like pretty cool, to be honest, because if you can do something like 1,000 times, you can like connect your mind to your muscles and do the whole body mind muscle connection and be like super fast in that aspect.
Yeah, when it becomes muscle memory.
The muscle memory.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like pretty cool, to be honest, but like it's
like you're just doing it, not thinking about it. That's yeah
like jerking off.
I mean, that's what every man goes through.
Once in a lifetime, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe twice, maybe like 100 times. I don't know.
I mean, just remember, your longest record of not jerking off is until the first time.
Until the first time, like probably like a month. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Like, I don't know.
I'm talking about like 12, 14 years.
Yeah. I kind of go, probably.
Yeah.
Damn, it's September.
I don't know how.
Like how the year flew so fast.
Way too fast.
Like I can still remember when it was like still like January, like it was like going kind of cool, and like we're now September. Like we've passed the summer, the spring, and the whole shit, like we're going into winter.
Like next week you're gonna tell me it's November.
Like next month you're going to tell me it's like 2024.
I mean, it's just how time moves.
Yeah, like
the older you get, the shorter the years become.
Yeah, the whole shit about time is like going to get much faster. So like the best quote for that is like, don't count the days, make the days count.
That's deep. That's deep.
That's cool. I don't like the word deep in conversation. Like it feels like so cliche right now.
It is cliche, but like for that quote specifically, I think the perfect word is deep.
The perfect word is deep. Like don't count days. Make
okay, another word. It's genius.
It's genius. Like that's the better one.
Yeah.
It's based. I like based.
Yeah.
As a word.
Yeah, base is a cool word.
It's a cool word. Yeah. Cool. So guys, remember to don't count the days and make the days count, and see you in the next episode.
Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe,
and subscribe.
I hope you enjoyed this quote-unquote short episode.
Like the short episode, like the episode where we've talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. The recap episode.
Like we didn't have really a big narrative. Like the recap episode we have talked about some animes. Go and watch the previous episodes that we've talked about.
Yeah, check them out.
Like we've talked about the Lazarus, the Kaiju number 8. We've talked about
Ninja Kamui.
And Ninja Kamui, like the whole anime genre is in good hands right now.
Oh.
And it's going to be in good hands.
And I just want to say one more thing. You know, in Mushoku Tensei, when I told you about how the main character got ED.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
He cured it.
Damn. Like he's a genius.
Yeah.
Like
the key was falling in love with a guy that he suspected was a girl.
Alright, so like till next episode we're going to talk about more about Mushoku Tensei. So like a little teaser for the next episode.
Yeah.
Like see you soon guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.